The economy is reorganizing itself around a truth that took decades to surface. The office was never the asset. For 30 years, we were told that professional credibility required fluorescent lighting and a commute. That influence meant a badge and a glass tower. But economic data suggests something radical. The highest performing knowledge workers are now operating from residential infrastructure. Not because of a pandemic, not because of flexibility, but because they recognized that the corporate campus was extracting more value than it was generating. By the end of this video, you will understand how to architect a revenue model that leverages what economists call domestic proximity. Advantage, the single most undervalued asset class in the modern economy. This is not about working from home. This is about converting your residential space into a private equity vehicle. Let's begin with the diagnosis. You were trained to believe that career advancement required physical presence, that visibility equaled value, that the corner office was the finish line. But the data no longer supports this framework. The average knowledge worker spends 11 hours per week in commute and transition time. That is 572 hours annually, the equivalent of 71 full workdays spent in transit, not in production. This is not a lifestyle problem. This is a capital allocation problem. Every hour spent commuting is an hour not spent building intellectual property, not spent deepening client relationships, not spent designing the architecture of your own economy. The corporate model asks you to lease your time at a fixed rate, in a fixed location, under someone else's terms. It is the equivalent of renting when you could own. And the exhaustion you feel, that is not burnout. That is your system rejecting a depreciating investment. The women who are winning right now are not working harder. They are reallocating. They are taking the intellectual capital they built inside institutions and redeploying it inside sovereign infrastructure. They are not asking for permission. They are building equity. Now, let's talk about the mechanism. There is a concept that the business world is beginning to recognize, but has not yet priced correctly. We call it the domestic trust premium. Here is how it works. In traditional corporate environments, collaboration requires constant signaling, meetings to prove you are working, emails to document presence, performance reviews to justify your value. The entire system is built on low-trust infrastructure. You must continuously demonstrate that you are not wasting company resources. But in a domestic economy, the trust dynamics invert. When you operate from your residential headquarters, you eliminate the performative tax. There is no one to convince. No visibility theater, no energy spent managing perception. You simply produce. And in knowledge work, this creates what economists call transaction cost savings, the reduction of friction between intention and execution. The world calls this working from home. We call it infrastructure sovereignty, because what you are actually doing is designing an environment optimized for your cognitive architecture. You control the acoustics, the lighting, the temperature, the rhythm. You curate the conditions for deep work, not as a luxury, but as a competitive advantage. And here is the insight that separates amateurs from operators. Softness is not the opposite of strategy. Softness is strategy, empathy, intuition, relational intelligence. These are not personality traits. They are market differentiators. AI can automate execution. It cannot automate trust. It cannot read the subtext of a client conversation. It cannot sense when a partnership is fracturing before the data shows it. This is your edge. The corporate world spent decades devaluing these capacities because they could not be measured on a quarterly earnings report. But the new economy is reorganizing around them. The clients who pay premium rates are not looking for the cheapest vendor. They are looking for someone who understands the nuance. Someone who can hold complexity. Someone who makes them feel seen. And you cannot perform that level of presence from a cubicle. You perform it from a place of groundedness, from a place where you are not performing at all. This is the soft power mechanism, and it scales. Now, let's talk infrastructure. If you are building a domestic headquarters, you must treat it as a capital expenditure, not a personal indulgence. Every Fortune 500 company invests in workplace design because they understand that environment shapes output. You deserve the same rigor. There is one tool that every operator in this space uses, whether they admit it or not. We call it the sanctuary switch. Noise-canceling headphones are not about blocking out sound. They are about signaling to your nervous system that the shift has occurred, that you are transitioning from relational mode to executive mode. This is not a metaphor. Neuroscience research indicates that environmental, causatory visual, olfactory trigger, cognitive state changes. Your brain needs a ritual to enter deep work. And in a residential environment, where the boundaries between roles are porous, you need that signal to be non-negotiable. I use the Sony WH-100X M5. Not because of the brand, but because the active noise cancellation creates what I call acoustic sovereignty. The moment they activate, my brain understands. The operator is online. The inbox can wait. The laundry can wait. This is protected time. You wouldn't run a Fortune 500 company from a chaotic desk with constant interruptions. You design conditions for precision. And if you are building a domestic economy, you must extend that same respect to yourself. This is not self-care. This is capital allocation. Because every hour you spend distracted is an hour that could have compounded. And in a knowledge economy, compounding is everything. Let's zoom out. The reason this model is so powerful is not because it makes life easier. It is because it changes the question you are asking. Most people are asking, how do I make more money? You are asking, how do I build an asset that generates value while I sleep? The corporate model trains you to trade time for money, but the domestic economy model trains you to build systems that trade leverage for equity. You are not clocking in. You are and the noise you hear in the background, the children, the dishwasher, the doorbell, that is not a distraction. That is the reason you are doing this. Because wealth is not about the number in the account. Wealth is about the ability to design your time, to be present for the moments that matter, to look your child in the eye at 3 in the afternoon and not be consumed by guilt or distraction. This is what the old model could never offer. The women who understand this are not asking for permission. They are not waiting for the economy to change. They are building their own. And 20 years from now, when people study this era, they will not talk about the companies that won. They will talk about the individuals who saw the shift before it was obvious, who recognized that the highest ROI was not in climbing someone else's ladder. It was in building their own infrastructure. You are not behind. You are early. Disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only and does not replace consultation with a professional. Always consult a qualified professional for any questions related to finance or business. Tell us where you are building your empire from. See you in the next video.